I have the next 14 days to beat FIFA by taking a brand new account from Division 10 all the way into Division 1. So I started off by selecting a nationality, a couple of kits and a badge, and we were now ready to make it into Division 1. So our team looks absolutely awful, and there's no way that we're making it into Division 1 with this. Now we were also given some starter packs as well as an 85x10 pack, and with week 4 40s items as well as other promo cards in packs, this pack would massively improve our team. Now to make things fair, we're not allowed to open this 85x10 pack until we make it into Division 7. Now we can open the starter packs, and this will help us to get some more coins. Because these packs were tradable, and even though the first one was awful, I deemed a lot of these cards usable. I did sell the useless ones. Second tradable starter pack now, and we're actually getting our first promo card, and he's not the best, but we'll take this. And because it was worth minimum value, I ended up selling this card. I then opened our final tradable starter pack, and although this pack was awful, I did make some coins off of it, and then we had our final pack, which guaranteed me a player rated 83 or above. Okay, this one's untradeable, but we are getting a special card, and it's going to be a decent CDM. And with no more packs to open, I started adding all of the best players that we packed into our team, and this allowed us to go from having a trash team to a team that was still trash, but a lot better because we had open packs. And after seeing how beneficial packs could be to us, the goal became clear: make it into Division 7 so that we can open that 85x10 pack. So we're going to need to improve our team a lot, and we can actually get Paul Scholes' cover star icon card through objectives. Now one of the objectives required you to score goals with players from Manchester United, and we also needed to have at least 3 English players in our team. So because of this, I spent 4,800 coins on Marcus Rashford, and then I also purchased Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka and Ollie Watkins as well. And because our team was now ready to complete the objectives, I entered into Division Rivals, and it was time to see what we were capable of. And there's just something so special about playing against kids in Division 10. Because after Ollie Watkins won us a penalty, Rashford, we have the chance of completing an objective, and he dived the wrong way after seeing where we went. But our goal scoring would not end there. Marcus Rashford, yes, that's 2 goals. But we needed to score 3 goals with Man United players. Rashford, yes, that's the objective complete already. And then we also needed 12 assists with English players. Kingsley Coman, that's an English assist. And Division 10 kids are the perfect opponents to try to complete your objectives against. Because no matter how many goals we scored in this game, our opponent would just not rage quit because they believed that they could win this game. Now in this case, it might have been better for them to leave, because let's be honest, conceding 17 goals is enough to humiliate almost anybody. So we just about won our first game, and we're making progress in Division 10. And that one game also gave us a lot of XP and allowed us to complete 32 objectives. And we also had 22 items that sold, and this put us up to 15,000 coins. And we also made some good progress towards not only completing scrolls, but also getting our first premium footies item. So we've made it to level 1 in the season pass, but it's going to be important that we continue to get XP, because as we level up, we can get some insane rewards. And these rewards would help us to complete SPCs and improve our team a lot, which we needed to do because the Champions Finals began in just under 3 days. And since the rewards in that game mode would drastically boost our account's progression, we were going to need to participate in it if we wanted to make it into Division 1. Now trying to make it into Division 7 is exactly what I set out to do next. Okay, the team's a lot better than ours, but there's a reason they're in Division 10. And early on, we'd find out the reason. Marcus Rashford, this guy doesn't know how to defend. And Marcus Rashford was quickly becoming a legend on the account. Rashford, yes, good goal. Now in this game, something miraculous would happen, because after I scored 2 more goals, no way, is he actually going to forfeit? He does! A Division 10 player just forfeited, and we're making some good progress right now. And so I went into the next game with confidence. But the quality of my opponent's team alone made this game a lot tougher than the other ones. And this would cause me to struggle a lot when trying to score in this game. But I wanted to make it far in the divisions, and so I had to try my best. Kingsley Coman, yes, finally. But shortly after we finally scored a goal, Bastoni, this card is so bad. No, we concede. And because of the quality of our opponent's team, I would not be able to score for the rest of this game. So we just drew a game, but I think we can still get some wins. And so I went into another game and ended up finding the exact same opponent. But after playing an entire game against him, I knew what I needed to do in this one to score. Watkins, we need to keep this lead. But Rashford would allow us to do one better than that. Rashford extends our lead. Because our defense wasn't the greatest, my opponents and I would trade blows until the score was 4-2. However, at this point, we would score 3 goals in a row, which caused our opponent to throw in the towel and meant that we were just 1 game away from achieving our first promotion. And this is how that game went. Rashford's open in the box. Can he score? Yes. But the quality of attackers that we had meant that decent opportunities would be wasted, and we needed to make sure that we took them. Ziyech, I'm going all the way. And he scores! Our opponent would then leave the game shortly after this, and this meant we've just achieved our first promotion. Now the games are getting a lot tougher, so we need to upgrade our team. And so I started off by completing the entire Foundations SBC. Now doing this, I unlocked a bunch of other SBCs, and so I started marking out the ones that I wanted to complete. So I feel like having a better attacker would help us the most, so I want to complete Recasters SBC first. And when I tried to complete his most expensive squad, I saw that we had nowhere near the amount of items that we needed. Now we still needed to play some games before we completed the player objectives, but after claiming the rewards from other objectives that we had completed, we had a couple of decent packs in the store. No way, we're actually getting a promo card from a 2 players pack, and it's going to be an 89 rated left back. And high rated cards were extremely important because we needed to complete SBCs. Okay, this is the biggest pack we've opened on this account. We are getting a team of the week, and it's going to be Acuna, but he is 90 rated. Oh, and we have some other decent cards behind him as well. And by just opening a single pack, we were capable of making so many upgrades to our team, and I became more motivated than ever to make it into Division 7. Oh, this guy's a decent team, but we just upgraded our team too. And one of these upgrades was Benrahma scores on his debut, but we still had our club legend on our team, Marcus Rashford. Good finish. Benrahma would then score his second goal in this game, and this would cause our opponent to rage quit, which allowed us to pick up a win streak and make some progression within Division 9. So for simply just playing 6 games, we're going to get this guy's 90 rated item, and he's going to help to bolster our attack. Now for just playing and winning games with this card, we would get XP, and since I really wanted to make progress in the season pass, I decided to do exactly that. Oh wow, we're actually out teaming somebody. And this game showed how important it was to have a better team. Maradona. Yes, good goal. Oh, what is he doing though? But skill definitely also mattered. No. Oh, he's just done me. But the squad was proving to be better than I expected. Maradona puts us in the lead once again. We would then score 4 more goals without conceding a single one, and doing so allowed us to win the game and meant that if we could win the next game that we played, we'd make it into Division 8. And this is the team that stood in front of us. Watkins, Fans Maradona, that smells like promotion. And this scent would become even stronger when Maradona scored a second goal in this game. Maradona, good skill, and a solid finish as well. Finished so solid that it caused our opponent to rage quit, and courtesy of our win streak allowed us to make it into Division 8. But our win streak would not end there, because we had loads of objectives and player SPCs that I wanted to complete, and since we now did have a more improved team, we had a much better chance of winning these games. And winning games is exactly what we do in the next 3 games that we played in a row, and this allowed us to make it closer to Division 7, but more importantly, we have just gotten ourselves our first premium footies item and a 95 rated cover star icon in Paul Scholes. We also made some progress in the season pass and got a decent pack from that, and completed this entire rivals objective, which gave us an 85 times 10 pack as the group reward. So after adding these 2 massive upgrades into our team, I started to open these packs. We're just getting a gold card in the first pack, but it is 85 rated and we need high rated cards. We then pack an 87 rated card from the next pack that we opened, and after doing so, I had an 84 plus times 3 pack to open. It's a Foot birthday item, and I'm not sure if we'll use him in our team, but we need all the high rated cards we can get. And in the next pack that we opened, that's exactly what we would get. Now we also did have a couple of duplicates in this pack, and to my surprise, with all of the high rated cards that we had gotten to this point, we could afford to complete the most expensive squad for Rui Costa. Oh, apparently we've earned enough points to play in the qualifiers. But when I went to confirm this, it seemed like that wasn't the case, because we still had the 320 points that we had earned from playing division rivals. So we can open one of these 85 times 10 packs because we earn one through an objective, and we're just getting a conference league card, but there are some fairly high rated cards behind him. Now this was good, but I really wanted to pack one of the footies items that were in packs at this point. So we have 34,000 coins right now, and I'm gonna try and complete Recast's entire SBC with them. And it was then when I found out how massive it was to have these 85 times 10 packs, because using the high rated cards that we got, as well as some of the coins that were racked up to this point, I was capable of completing Recast's entire SBC. I still had some coins left over, so I purchased Yaya Toure's Foot Hero item as well, and since we were close to making it to Division 7, I decided to start playing some more division rivals. Oh wow, it looks like the teams that we're finding are starting to get a lot better, and so are the players as well. No? Our goalkeeper is so bad, but the only way forward was to win these games, so we couldn't allow these opponents to hold us back. It's so nice to have a good attacker. Let's cut in. That has to be a foul. Okay, Rui Costa has a chance to get a debut goal, and he does. And the upgrades that we made were truly starting to pay off. Scholes, good interception. Rui Costa's open, and he scores! The score would allow us to win this game, and if we could win the next game that we played, we'd make it into Division 7. And this game started exactly the way we needed it to. Ant-Man, good skill. Yes, good goal. But our goal scoring would not end there. Toure into Ant-Man. into the back of the net. We then make some progress towards completing another objective by scoring a goal with Kvaradona, and this goal would cause our opponent to forfeit, and this meant that we've made it into Division 7, but I just noticed that at the bottom of the screen it said that we were competing in for champions, and this was because the points that we were given earlier had now reflected. Come on, we've waited really long for this. Can we get a footies item? It's just gonna be a UCL walkout. And I think that's going to be Lucas Moura. Oh wow, but there are quite a bit of cards behind him, and we do need a new centre back. And so I added one of the centre backs that we had gotten into our team. Now we were getting quite close to making it to level 5 in the season pass, and so I started to complete some objectives for XP, which involved me earning moment stars and completing a squad for both Xabi Alonso and Shevchenko's SBC, and we were now a lot closer to making it to level 5 in the season pass. And by just winning one more game with Kvaradona in our team, we would get the XP that we needed, and with the Champions Finals event beginning soon, I started to try and qualify for it. Ant-Man makes it through the gap and scores! And it was important that we qualified for the Champions Finals, and our new upgrades would help us to do just that. I would then also get the goal that I needed with Kvaradona before getting the win that I needed with him as well, and this allowed us to make it to level 5 in the season pass. So we're going to be getting a couple of decent packs, but for just playing and winning games in the qualifiers, we're getting some more decent packs as well. I then thought that if we just had 3 premium or hero footies items in our starting 11 for winning games in the Champions Finals, we could get up to 3 85 times 10 packs. On top of this, we could get some other extremely good rewards because of the Champions bonus objective running at the time, and so I started to open the packs that we had gotten, and I really wanted to get a footies item. First pack's only going to be a team of the week, and it's going to be an 87 rated. Now the next 2 packs would be decent as well, getting us some high rated items, but in the second one that we opened, we ended up getting a duplicate. So since Shevchenko is cheaper, I'm going to start completing his SBC. I then also decided to sell Yaya Toure because we had packed an untradeable replacement for him, and with the high rated cards that we now had, we could complete the most expensive squad for Shevchenko. And then started spending some coins to complete the 2 cheaper squads for Shevchenko as well, and then I opened the final objective pack that we had in the store. An 89 rated Future Stars card is not bad. Oh, and we have a decent centre back in there as well. Now at this point, we had roughly 25,000 coins, and I saw that we needed at least 50,000 coins if we wanted to purchase a premium footies item. So I decided to add the 3 upgrades that we had gotten into our team, and then using the high rated items that we had left over, I saw that I could complete the final 2 squads for Shevchenko, and this meant that we have our 3rd cover star icon on this account. And after adding him into our team, I felt like our team was now ready for us to continue playing in the qualifiers. Now with the time that we had left on this day, I ended up playing and winning a few more games in the qualifiers, but I must say that I was quite underwhelmed with Shevchenko's output. However, the team overall was a lot better now. On this day, our Division 7 rival rewards were ready to claim, and these packs would help me to get some more high rated items. But then I saw that Sangare had a premium footies item, and since he was an upgrade and he was fairly cheap as well, I decided to complete his SPC. Now after adding him into the team, we only needed one more premium footies item, and then I saw that in the objective section, there was a premium footies goalkeeper, and the only tough objective was scoring goals with a French player, because we didn't have a French player in our team, and so I decided to purchase Ribery's rule breaker item to try to complete this objective while playing the rest of the games that we had in the qualifiers. And this game would not be it. No way. And with the team that we had this late into the game cycle, we would have a tough time winning games at this level. And throughout the rest of this game, I wouldn't be capable of scoring a single goal, and after conceding goal after goal against my opponent, we delivered our first loss in the qualifiers. I then bounced back by winning a game and qualifying for the Champions Finals, but since we still had games left, I decided to play them because we needed to score goals with Frank Ribery, and after getting the goals that I needed to with Ribery, I would sell him before playing the rest of our qualifier games. So we've qualified for the Champions Finals, and we have some decent packs to open. We had also completed the entire player objective, and after adding our 3rd premium footies item into our team, I claimed the packs that we had gotten from the qualifier objective, and then I started opening the tradable packs that we had in the store. We're getting a walkout in the first pack, and it's an 87 rated Rodri. Oh, and there's some high rated cards behind him as well, and this was good because we could sell these items and make a lot of coins doing so. I then opened the rest of our tradable packs, selling all of the valuable items that we were getting from them, and we're now down to our decent objective pack. We're just getting a gold walkout in the first one, and it's going to be Keylor Navas. Now since we were getting some high rated items, I started to look for an SPC to complete, but after not finding any, claim a season pass pack, which ended up giving me a duplicate item and forced me to complete an SPC. So we could do some up with another decent attacker, and this card looks extremely good, and so unfortunately, we're going to have to spend 23,000 coins. However, it is allowing us to complete a really good SPC, and completing the SPC allowed us to open the final pack that we had, which ended up giving us some more high rated items. So it's week 5 of the Footies promo and we're getting another 85 times 10 pack. Now along with week 5 came a method of being able to complete unlimited amounts of SPCs. You see, by simply completing an 84 times 10 upgrade, because of all of the promo cards that were in packs at the time, you would get enough high rated items to complete the SPC again while having some high rated items left over. Now because I wanted this to be a challenge, for this video we are not allowed to use that method. So can we finally pack a Footies card? No, it looks like we can't, but we are going to be getting a decent team of the season left back. And with so many promo cards in packs, there were loads of high rated items behind this card, and so I added the best of these items into our team. Oh, we're gonna need a lot of high rated items because we need this Govu card in our team. Now there was also a daily login upgrade SPC, and completing it would allow us to get some more high rated items. So since there's SPCs that I really want to complete, I'm going to enter into the Champions Finals and get some high rated items from the objectives. But immediately I was shown that winning games in this game mode was not going to be easy. Why is nobody there? Our defense is so bad, and our attack wasn't doing much of anything either. Shevchenko needs to come off. I'm going to be subbing Richarlison on, and it was insane to see how much this one change would impact our game. Richarlison, yes, we eventually score, and later on into this game, Richarlison would get another opportunity. Richarlison has given us the lead late on, and if the win wasn't already confirmed, Richarlison scores a hat-trick off of the bench and confirmed our first win in the Champions Finals. So Timber has this SPC which isn't too expensive, and since he will be a massive upgrade, I'm going to complete him and then replace Sangare with him. And since we were making progress in the objectives, I continued to play our Champions Finals games. Otamendi, wow, we need a new defense because we have been focusing on every position other than that. Timber scores, what a finish. Richarlison finds Ant-Man, who scores. We have the lead. Richarlison finds Gomez, and we have a 2-goal lead, and this was enough to allow us to win the game. I then however lose the next game that I played in penalties, as well as the game that I played after that, before eventually playing well enough to actually win a game. But since we now had 3 wins, winning our next game would get us an 85 times 10 pack. Scholes finds Richarlison, who gives us a lead which we then hold on to for 70 minutes within this game. But with the defense that we had, it shouldn't come as a surprise that, oh no, we ended up conceding a goal. But to improve our team, we had to win this game. Richarlison, he's carrying us right now, and we just needed to defend for a little bit longer. Skriniar, you should be there. No, we got so unlucky. But this was a game that I knew I could win. Rui Costa. Oh, okay, we get lucky as well. And this one had no luck involved. Timber scores. This guy's been so good. And after scoring 2 goals in extra time, our opponent would forfeit, and this meant that we picked up another win. So our team is in desperate need of some help, and hopefully this pack can provide just that. Come on, show me a Footies card. It's just going to be a team of the season, and that's not going to help our team out at all. Oh, we did actually get a Footies card, and he looks insane as well. And so I added him into the team, and then used the other items that we got to complete the most expensive squad for Xabi Alonso's SPC. And since we only needed to win 4 more games to get 2 85 times 10 packs, I continued my Champions Finals campaign. And the next few games that I played were completely up and down, because although I was capable of winning the first game, I would find it tough to be consistent and end up losing 2 games in a row. Fortunately, we got a free win after this, and then I finally managed to win another game myself. And even though my goal was only rank 5 rewards, which would be 11 wins, even that seemed like a tough task. So we just got a decent card from the Champions Finals objective, but we need to make sure that we at least get rank 5 rewards, because I want to make enough coins to purchase Diego Carlos' Footies card, because at this point it was clear that our defense was our weakest point. And we did only need 1 more win before we got 2 85 times 10 packs, and this is how our next game went. Mertens, nice. Yes, he scores. And this upgrade was proving to make a massive difference. Mertens once again has scored 2 now in this game. Mertens would then earn himself a hat-trick, which allowed us to win this game, and along with this 92 rated Morientes card, it rewarded us with 2 85 times 10 packs. First pack, let's get a massive upgrade for our team. It is going to be a team of the season, and it's a centre back as well. We can actually use him, and we'd have to use the other items that were in this pack because we had a duplicate to get rid of. Okay, just like that, we can complete another one of Alonso's squads, and we could now open the final 85 times 10 pack that we had. Roman, team of the season. It's just going to be Ter Stegen. I would then upgrade our defense by adding the best players that we got from these packs into it, and then with the leftover items that we had, completed another one of Alonso's squads. Now unfortunately, this was all we could complete, and so the next step for me was to continue playing in the Champions Finals, and things would start off perfectly for us. Rui Costa, yes. And initially, it felt like the upgrades that we had made were enough. Costa, what a finish! And throughout the rest of this game, the upgrades that we made would be enough, and they would allow us to win the game as well. But unfortunately, in the next game that I played, I was showed that our team was better, but not by that much. And after losing this game, I would be capable of winning another one before losing another 2, meaning that we only had 1 game left and had to win it to achieve rank 5 rewards. And if we were going to make it into Division 1, we needed all the resources that we could get. Mertens, has been a lifesaver for us. And then he would get another opportunity. Mertens scores. And then he'd even get an assist. Rui Costa beats the keeper and scores in an open net. And the third goal would cause our opponent to forfeit, resulting in us winning this game, achieving rank 5 rewards and having a chance at improving our team. Now the player picks that we got were average, getting us a few decent high rated items, but we now had some tradable packs in the store, and with 80,000 coins we needed to pack something big. We are getting a tradable team of the season, and it's just going to be Fofana. And unfortunately these team of the season items were selling for minimum value. Now I did make sure to sell everything because I needed to make a lot of coins, and then we had a tradable ultimate pack to open. We are getting a moment's team of the season, and it's going to be Di Maria. Hopefully he has some value. Now he didn't, but fortunately we did have some other items in this pack that would allow us to make some more coins. So we're now up to 130,000 coins. Is this enough for Diego Carlos? And it is. Let's purchase him, and he's going to be a massive improvement. Unintentionally, we had been making a lot of progress towards completing Chiesa, and he was better than any other attacker that we had, but so was Lacazette's Footies item. Now to get this item, you needed to participate in the Footies Cup, and since you only got 6 games per day, I wanted to upgrade my team before doing so. Oh, so I forgot to claim this 85 times 10 that we got from the Champions Finals. And we can also get another decent pack by completing the daily login SPC again. And so after completing this SPC, we had some decent packs to open. Now the first pack was absolutely awful, but the second pack was a little bit better. Okay, we are getting a premium shapeshifter, and it's going to be a 93 rated card. These high rated cards would help us to get upgrades, so I didn't mind getting more of them. We're getting a team of the season from the 85 times 10, and it's a 92 rated Benacer. And behind him were loads of other extremely high rated cards. I would then add one of the right backs that we got into our team before using the other items that we got to complete the final 4 squads for Xabi Alonso, and this allowed us to earn his 97 rated cover star icon card. Now at this point, we still had enough items to complete the most expensive squad for Govu, but since we were now out of high rated items and we could get some more as we played games in the Footies Cup, I added Xabi Alonso into our team and then started to play these games. And these games were a good indicator as to where we stood in division rivals, because the matchmaking in this game mode is based on your rank within division rivals. Xabi Alonso. This card has been such a big upgrade, and with Xabi Alonso, our team was flying within the Footies Cup and we were capable of winning all 6 games that we had on this day. So we've completed a bunch of these objectives, and we're going to get some high rated items as well as some really decent packs. And so let's start opening these packs, and we are at least getting a team of the season in the first one, and it's a 93 rated as well. Now unfortunately, we did get a duplicate, and so after completing my daily login SPC for this day, I used the duplicate item to help to complete another one of Govu's squads before continuing to open these packs. It's another team of the season, and this one's just going to be a 90 rated. The final pack would then give us a 92 rated team of the season, but since the Footies Cup games went so well, I felt like we were ready to play in division rivals. Now while playing, I wanted to complete Chiesa as well since we were getting really close, and so I purchased Insigne's premium Footies item because we needed to score goals with Italian players, and then I started to play these games. And Insigne would get an opportunity early. Insigne could finish, but then he'd get himself another opportunity. Insigne once again scores, and I was doing my best to create as many chances for him as I possibly could. I also came to the realization that with the team that we now had, we could make it a lot further in division rivals, and so I'd continue to play and dominate the opponent that I was facing, and after we won the game, I would sell Insigne because we no longer needed him, and then try to push even further in the divisions. Mertens into Richarlison, Rui Costa scores. Richarlison, Rui Costa's open, and he scores once again. Is he gonna forfeit as well? He does. And with our win streak, we were swiftly moving through Division 7. I'd then play and win one more game on this day, but after doing so, I was confident that I could go a lot further. So through this rivals objective, we're going to be claiming a decent pack, and we can also claim Chiesa's premium Footies item, and we now have a new star player. Now after adding him into our team, I'd complete our daily login SPC, and then continue my push in division rivals. And the first game would go extremely well. Smalling off of the corner, oh he scored. But with the way the games were going yesterday, this is exactly how we expected these games to go. And after winning the first game that we played, winning our next one would promote us to Division 6. Yeah, our team is way better than this guys, and so we should win this game. Mertens, good finish. And this new card was making the game so much fun. Chiesa, good skill, yes. And with his help, we would score 2 more goals in this game, not only allowing us to win it, but also promoting us into Division 6. And in this division, there was clearly a step up in the quality of teams. But the first 2 games that I played went extremely smoothly, and our opponents offered up no resistance. And so after winning both of these games, I went into my 3rd game in Division 6. No, this backline is all over the place. and it's caused us to concede a goal. And after exposing the left side of our back line, I was surprised to see how easily our opponent could score. And after being made aware of this problem, I had to do more in the front. Chiesa finds Mertens, we need one more. And with the help of the attackers that we had, we would get one more. Chiesa finds Rui Costa. Yes, the game's tied up, but our defenders weren't doing us any favors. No, we can't keep conceding. And after tying the game up, Chiesa would fight extremely hard and do extremely well to give us the lead, but we could only ask so much from our attackers. And a lackluster defense would cause us to draw this game and lose our win streak. So I don't want to, but if we play one more game in Division Rivals, we can get a few really good packs. And so I decided to try to complete this objective. But in this game, unfortunately, once again our defense would be exposed. However, this time, thanks to having a decent attack, we were actually capable of winning this game. This allowed us to claim a bunch of really good packs, and after opening the first pack, we just got Stegen, but I'm pretty sure he's a duplicate. But this was fine because he allowed us to complete another one of Govu's squads. I then opened one of the rival objective packs, and you'll never guess what happened next. No, we just packed Stegen again. No way! We have a 97 rated Schweinsteiger at the back of this pack, and worth more than 300,000 coins this late into the game, he was one of the best centre backs in the game. I would then use Stegen to complete another one of Govu's squads before opening the rest of the packs that we had and completing as many squads for Govu as I possibly could. But eventually, we only have 2 squads left, but unfortunately we can't afford to complete any of them. But since our games had refreshed, we could get some more high rated cards by participating in the Footies Cup, and after adding an insane upgrade to our centre back position, I saw that if we could win all 6 of the games that we had on this day, we would get another insane centre back, and this would allow us to free up the coins that we had on Diego Carlos. Now most of our rival games before this were going extremely well, and so I expected these games to go just as well. And on this day, it seemed like I was correct about this expectation, because after playing and winning 5 games, we had 1 game left, and if we could win this game, we would get that centre back. I mean, it's not the greatest team I've ever seen. And after being the key to help us win the first 5 games that we played, Chiesa would assist Mertens, who scored our first goal in this game. But then our opponent would remind us as to why we needed a new centre back. Smalling, how have you not tackled him? We need that centre back. But in order to get that centre back, we had to win this game. Mertens, yes, we have the lead again. And then Mertens would create himself another opportunity. Mertens, that was a clean finish. And although we didn't score again, we still won this game by 2 goals. And along with a high rated item and decent packs, we just got another insane centre back. And since he was untradeable, I sold Diego Carlos. I then opened the first pack, and after getting another duplicate to Stegen, I have to spend coins to help me to complete the penultimate squad for Govu before opening the final pack that we had. Team of the season, let me guess, it's to Stegen. No, but it is a 94 rated card, which was enough for us to complete the final squad for Govu and earn our highest rated item on the account. So Govu's SBC is complete, and he's going to be by far our best attacker. And from the tradable pack that we got back from completing his final squad, we'd pack a 92 rated shapeshifter. After selling these items, we were racking up coins quite fast, and so I started to look for an item that I could purchase. So I do feel like we need one more good attacker in our team, and Okocha costs 200,000 coins, but unfortunately we only have 180, so we can't afford him just yet. I then add Govu into our team and call it a day there. Fortunately. So some players have sold, and we're up to 198,000 coins, so let's see if we can afford to purchase Okocha. Wait, what happened to this guy's price? And overnight, his price had dropped by over 120,000 coins, so I instantly purchased him, and then replaced Mertens with him. So our games have refreshed, and if we can just win 3 out of the 6 games that we have, not only will we get an 85 times 10 pack, but we'll also get Lacazette's insane Footies item. And before going into these games, I wanted to prepare my team as best as possible. And since Okocha's price had dropped that much, we had some coins left. Because of this, I purchased Zaha's premium shapeshifter item, as well as Alisson's 98 rated Footies item as well. And these 2 purchases were in preparation for Thiago's arrival, because he had an SPC that I wanted to complete. And then I also completed my daily login SPC, getting me an objective reward as well. And you'll never guess who we got from this pack. Portuguese left wing, there's no way. We packed a player that I only had fond memories of. I then get some more high rated items in the final pack that I opened, before starting to play our Footies Cups games with our new team. And in the first game, I show off my new trick. Guys, watch this. All over the top, and Govu's through. I'm gonna have so much fun with this card. But another card that I thought I'd have fun with was Okocha. But unfortunately, he was underwhelming. Now, one of our players who wasn't underwhelming was Alonso. This guy can do anything, and he'd also allow us to win this game. Now, with the help of our new upgrades, we were capable of winning the next 2 games that we played in a row, and winning these games meant that we now have Lacazette's 96 rated Footies item, and this means I can sell Okocha. And we also got an 85 times 10 pack. So after finding out why Okocha's price had dropped, I instantly listed him and replaced him with Lacazette. I then opened the pack that we got back, and after getting some more really high rated items, I purchased Park's premium foot hero item and replaced Leao with him because I felt like our team needed some more balance. And then I'd used the high rated items that we had to complete Thiago's entire SPC before purchasing Andrew Robertson's team of the season card, and after doing so, after roughly 1 week, we've put together an absolutely insane team. So it's the final weekend of this challenge, and with week 6 of the Footies promo, we're going to be getting an 85 times 10 pack. There were also so many new SPCs available, and after opening our 85 times 10 pack, as well as our division rival rewards, we would end up getting a duplicate and need to complete one of the SPCs. So I'm going to be completing Thuram's most expensive squad because he would be a massive upgrade to Park and allow us to get some coins through selling him. I would then open the rest of the packs that we had, but since at this point we hadn't even tried this team out, I entered into division rivals to see how far we could make it. And early on, it seemed like we could make it quite far, because in the first game that we played, we would score a total of 4 goals, and scoring these 4 goals allowed us to win this game. Win this, and we're on a win streak. And Chiesa wanted us to move up in the divisions. Chiesa, nice. But so did Govu, as well as Lacazette. Good finish. And this card was an absolute animal. Now just like the first, this game would be incredibly easy for us, and we would win by scoring a total of 8 goals. So we got the win streak and we made it to the checkpoint. We were also completing tons of objectives and getting loads of XP as well, allowing us to make it far in the season pass. And after claiming and opening the rewards that we got from the season pass, allowing us to get more high rated items, I entered straight back into division rivals. But with the level of team that we now had, the next 4 games that I played in a row would be incredibly easy for me. And this was because our attackers were firing on all cylinders and our opponents just couldn't defend against them. And after winning game after game, getting promoted into Division 5 and then progressing through the division as well, I saw that we weren't far from making it to level 15 in the season pass. And so to get the XP, I started earning some stars in the Moments game mode, and once this was done, I could claim 2 decent packs from the season pass. Now in the first one out of the 2 packs, I'd pack a team of the season card, but unfortunately he was a duplicate, and so I'd use him to complete another one of Thuram's squads. Now the 2 squads that were left weren't too expensive, and so I tried to complete them as well, and to my surprise we actually could. And after acquiring one of the best centre mids in the game, I could free up some coins by adding him into our team. I then continued to open the packs that we had left, getting some more high rated items, but not knowing what to do with these items just yet, I entered back into division rivals. And with our new upgrade, we would pick up from exactly where we left off. Thuram scores on his debut, and I'm almost certain that I was playing him in the midfield. Thuram once again. Oh, what a finish. And then one of our attackers would actually score a goal. But this game would then take a turn for the worse. No, where's our defense? No, we concede. And in this game, my fullbacks would continue to be exploited. No, he's through. No, we couldn't catch him. But whenever I was struggling in the defense, I knew that I had to step it up in the attack. Here's a back to Lacazette. That was a clean goal. I'd then be capable of scoring 2 more goals against his opponent and causing them to forfeit as a result of that, and this allowed me to make some more progression. So our only good defender has been Schweinsteiger, but for just completing upgrade SPCs, we can get this insane Bundesliga centre back, and so in preparation for him, I'm going to be replacing both of our fullbacks with 2 of the best Bundesliga fullbacks, who also just so happen to be 2 of the best fullbacks in the game as well. And with this new team, I felt a lot more confident about our defense. And our first game back in division rivals would amplify this feeling, because in this game, I would absolutely run over my opponent, scoring 5 goals against them and not conceding a single one. And thanks to winning this game, if we could win the next one that we played, we'd get promoted to Division 4. Wow, this is the team that we have to beat for promotion. Chiesa. Good skill. Fans Govu. Yes, we're in the lead. But it wasn't going to be that easy. Thiago. No. No, he scored with his 99 Neymar. And then I couldn't believe what happened next. Thiago. This Neymar is absolutely destroying Thiago. How does that go in? And for once, we would not be able to score due to a lack of firepower. My opponent would then score a 3rd goal with his Neymar, but we needed to win this game. And in order to win this game, we needed to make a comeback. Here's a Govu. Yes, that's 1 back. But these goals were useless if we couldn't defend. Schweinsteiger, good interception. And after Roussillon won the ball off of our opponent's 99 rated Neymar, Lacazette would be given an opportunity. Lacazette. Yes, we've tied the game up. Chiesa and Govu would then score a goal each for us, and even though scoring goals was a struggle in this game, we won the game, which meant that we are now in Division 4 and we're not that far from Division 1. We had also completed objectives in these games, which allowed me to progress further in the season pass, and since we did need some help in the attack, I used all of the items that we had in our club to complete Mudrik's entire SPC, and we now had 3 extremely good attackers, but I felt like we needed an elite one. So I'm not sure if it's possible, but I want to complete Haaland's entire SPC, because I don't think there's a better card to help us get into Division 1. After completing Mudrik, I literally had no high rated items left. However, when looking through my club, I saw that I had over 200 of these low rated gold items. So for completing upgrade SPCs, we can get this insane centre back card. We'll also be be getting a lot of packs, which can give us the high-rated items we need to complete Haaland's SPC. So I spent the next 15 minutes completing the upgrade SPC as many times as I possibly could, and once we were done, we were capable of completing the SPC 26 times. And so let's start opening these upgrade packs. The first one's just going to be an 84 rated, but even that is okay, because we just needed high-rated items. And so I'd continue to open these packs, getting high-rated item after high-rated item, and even packing an icon as well, but unfortunately no footies cards. And then eventually, as we were opening these packs, we need to complete an SBC. But now, using the high-rated items that we had, we could complete the most expensive squad for Haaland. I then used the rest of our items to complete one of the lesser squads as well, but then I'd open the rest of our upgrade packs, getting more high-rated items, and allowing me to complete another one of Haaland's squads, before we once again ran out of fodder. So we need more high-rated cards, so we can claim all of these objective packs, and this should help us to get that. And to a degree, these packs would help us to do this, because after opening them, we were capable of completing another one of Haaland's squads, but after doing this, we once again couldn't afford to do another squad. And I start this day off by testing my limits within division rivals. But in the first 5 games that I played, it became clear to me that my limits with this team wasn't even close to being reached. Because now that we had Mudryk, once again our attackers were scoring loads of goals, and he was absolutely incredible as well. And thanks to our midfield, we were capable of breezing through the first 5 opponents that we faced on this day. If we can win the next game, we'd make it into Division 3. But we showed no signs of slowing down. Kovu, he takes us out. Alonso, our captain, scores. And after this, my opponent would stop playing, and so I take advantage by scoring another goal. My opponent would then start playing once again, but this seemed to not make a difference at all, and after scoring a third goal, they would forfeit, allowing us to win this game and make it into Division 3. But I continued to try to push further. What is this team? And he has Dybala. But even with that team, they couldn't hold us out. Kovu, solid finish. We would then score 2 more goals in this game, allowing us to win this game and make some progression within Division 3. But it was in the next game when things started to get a bit sticky. No, the Rashford card is insane. Because with an upgraded attack, we would initially struggle to score until Mudryk finds the back of the net. And then after breaking away from our opponent's defenders, scored another goal as well. And I would take advantage of the fact that the momentum was now on our side. Schweinsteiger, how has a defender dribbled like that? Kovu, Van Mudryk, who scored a hat-trick. And even though we were still scoring goals, it was really only 2 players who were doing it. Mudryk has scored 4 in this game. This would allow us to win this game, but concerned about losing our win streak, I'd stop playing division rivals for now. So we're not far away from completing the centre back objective, but since we need more gold cards that we can use in upgraded SPCs, I'm going to play the qualifiers because the rewards from that will give us these cards. I also felt like I needed to complete Haaland, and there were objectives running that would give us some good packs that would help us to do so. And so I entered into the qualifiers, and I mean, it was only the qualifiers, so we breezed through our first opponent, allowing us to claim 2 decent packs from objectives and get some really high rated cards as well. So just like that, we can afford to complete another one of Haaland's 92 rated squads. And the pack that we got back would be absolutely sensational. And we are getting a team of the season from the pack that we got back. Is that going to be Kimmich? A 96 rated team of the season item, and there was even a 94 rated icon behind him as well. Now these items weren't worth much, but they would help us to make some more coins, which could help us to complete Haaland. Okay, I'm going to enter back into the qualifiers and finish our games. And so I continued to play in the qualifiers. These games would continue to be incredibly easy for us, and after playing all of our games and winning as many of them as I possibly could, we're now qualified for the Champions Finals, and some of our players have sold as well. We also got our qualifier rewards, along with the decent packs from the qualifier objective. And so I'd open the qualifier rewards, selling all the valuable items and sending the lower rated gold ones to our club, and then I'd claim our objective packs, and after opening these packs, use the high rated items that we got to complete another one of Haaland's squads. And since we are now out of fodder, I'd complete the daily login SPC along with the footies upgrade SPC as many times as I possibly could, until eventually we can now claim this insane centre back card. We're also getting 2 extremely good packs through the objectives, and so I started to open these packs, and I was getting so many high rated items, and I even got a couple of icons as well. But unfortunately, before we could open all of the packs, we had gotten a duplicate. Okay, just like that, another one of Haaland's squad is complete, and I could continue opening packs. Now from the one that we got back, we'd get 2 tradable team of the season items, and then from the untradable ones, we'd continue to get extremely high rated items as well. And using these items, I was capable of completing another 2 expensive squads for Haaland. So there's just 5 more squads left, but unfortunately we can't afford to complete another one. And so I added our new centre back into our team, and then entered into the Champions Finals, because along with being able to get at least 3 85 times 10 packs, we could also complete Boateng's objective, and I also wanted to get up to 300,000 coins, because I felt like it would be cool to put purchase Neymar's Moments Team of the Season item on an account this young. So let's enter into the Champions Finals, and my goal is to get 16 wins. But considering the fact that this was our team the last time we played the Champions Finals, and this is the team that we have now, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that we ended up winning the first 4 games that we played in a row. So we're getting a 95 rated card from this objective, but we're also getting an 85 times 10 pack from this one. And after opening this pack and getting some more Haaland material, I would be capable of completing another squad before entering back into the Champions Finals. And even though we'd concede first in the next game that we played, there was a stark contrast in the way that this Champions Finals campaign was going compared to the one of last week. And winning this game meant that we now had 5 wins and 0 losses. Both the quality of the team that we now had and the fact that we had Schweinsteiger at the back, we were capable of winning the next 2 games that we played in a row. And this meant that we were not only 7-0, but winning our next game would give us 2 85 times 10 packs. And this is how that game went. Oh no, this guy seems decent. And he scores with his Haaland. But we also had one really good attacker, Kovu. Good skill, lovely finish. And now we even had good defenders too, like Croix, good challenge. But unfortunately, some players were holding us back, like Lacazette. No, that's an awful shot. But this man was not one of them. Kovu. What a goal! Mudryk would then find Kovu, who scored his 3rd goal in this game for us and allowed us to win this game. And this meant that we not only got Boateng's insane objective card, but we also had 2 85 times 10 packs to open. First 85 times 10 pack, can we get a Footies card? No, it's going to be a team of the season, it's going to be Chris Smalling. Oh, we actually did get a Footies card! And since he was a premium item and always had full chemistry, I could sell Alisson and then add a 99 rated item into our team. Okay, Alisson just sold and I think I can afford Neymar. And we can. Here's Neymar for 295,000 coins, let's purchase him, and he's going to be so much fun to use. Yeah, because we're going to be using him. Second pack is just a team of the season as well, but that's when... No way! We just packed my favorite player, who was 98 rated and selling for 600,000 coins at the time. Now Mudryk was not bad, but there was no way he was better than Dybala. And then since we now also had loads of high rated items, I started to complete the rest of Haaland's SPC. Now to my surprise, we were capable of completing the last 4 squads that we needed to, and we now had our second 99 rated item. So Neymar has been an absolute club legend, but we're gonna have to sell him because our 99 rated Haaland is going to be replacing him. And with 300,000 coins and loads more objectives that we could complete for high rated items, I started to flirt with the idea of completing Mateus's 99 rated item. Okay, it's heading for 4 AM, so we need to finish our games. And even though our team was a lot better now, in the next game that I played, I would swiftly concede 3 goals and be delivered my first loss. And then find the same exact opponent, and I felt like I could beat them. Kovu? Yes, we have the lead. But then after tackling this opponent not once, but twice, they would get through my defense and equalize the game. And I knew that I didn't deserve to be losing this. Dybala into Kovu, what an assist. And the halftime stats illustrated just that. And once the second half started, my opponents and I would not be capable of scoring against each other until the very last minute. Alonso. No, that was bad. And we concede because of that. And after being taken to extra time, good challenge. There's no way he scored like that. And I truly didn't deserve to lose this game. Haaland. Yes, what a finish. We would then have one more chance before the end of the game, but after not being able to take this chance, the game would go to penalties. We would ultimately end up losing, and being delivered a loss in this fashion completely tilted me. Oh, we just found the same guy 3 times in a row, but it looks like he doesn't need a win and he's going to give us this win for free. This win would give us an 85 times 10 pack, which would give us a lot of fodder, but not knowing what to do with this, I entered back into the Champions Finals. But this next game would be the same as the loss we had before, because we would be taken to penalties in the game that we should have won, before ultimately losing in penalties once again and decreasing our chances of getting rank 3 rewards. But since I really wanted 16 wins, I had to start winning some games. Boateng finds Haaland. Yes, we're in the lead. Kovu scores, we're up by 2 goals. Our opponent would then score before we scored 2 more, but this game was not easy and our opponent was capable of scoring 3 against us. But after grinding out a win, we do the same thing for the next 2 games that we played. And then we'd find the opponent that we lost to. Dybala's through, Klosterman finds him, he finds Kovu. What an assist from Dybala. And I knew that I deserved to win that game, so I made sure that I tried my best to win this one. And in this game, 2 goals was enough to do that. And I was happy after finding the same exact opponent the game after this, but even happier when they gave me a free win. At this point, we had 14 wins and only 3 losses, meaning that we needed to win 2 out of the last 3 games that we had. I beat this guy earlier and I actually played him in our last video. And thus far, I have never lost to this opponent. No, we gave away a goal. And I wanted to make sure that I never do lose to this opponent. Kovu, yes, he brought his keeper out. And I continued to exploit my opponent's defense tactics. Thuram, he's brought his keeper out once again and we score. And these 2 up front were deadly. Dybala sets Haaland up. who scores. And then after he won a penalty, Dybala would do well to score the penalty. And winning this game meant that we needed to win 1 out of the last 2 games that we had. This is the team we have to beat to get rank 3 rewards. And playing with this card was extremely heartwarming. Dybala. Yes, good goal. And he would do his best to help me achieve my goal, because after breaking away from our opponent's defense, he would score our second goal, which resulted in us winning this game and achieving our goal. And because winning another game wouldn't do anything for me, I gave this game away as a free win, but this meant that we got rank 3 rewards on an account less than 2 weeks old, and we had the potential to make some massive upgrades. And from the player picks, we wouldn't get nothing much except for a lot of high rated items, but with it being 5 AM, I decided to get some sleep before making a decision on what I wanted to do with these. So Mateus's 99 rated item would be the perfect item to round out our team, and so today we're gonna find out if we can complete him in just a day. And with high rated items that we had, we could complete his most expensive squad. I then opened my tradable packs from my Champions Finals rank 3 rewards, and these packs would help me to make some coins. And with the rest of the items that we had in our club, we could complete one more squad for Mateus. So we have 500,000 coins, but I want to at least have 200,000 of these because I want to purchase the best right back in the game. Now we weren't far from getting an insane pack from the season pass, and so after seeing this, I completed some objectives for XP, which required me to complete another one of Mateus' squads, as well as the entire market matchups SBC. But at this point, we made it to level 19, and we did get a decent pack, but we still needed more XP before we got the insane one. Now at this point, I got the 2 cheapest squads for Mateus out of the way, but since I couldn't afford to do more, I decided to look towards the objectives. So this player pick SBC comes out later on tonight, and we can get XP from completing it. And we'll still need a little bit more, and we can either get 7 assists with English players, or spend coins on this kit to complete these objectives. Now like I said, I wanted to purchase a right back for 200,000 coins, and so I added an English player into our team, and then entered into a game of squad battles. And after absolutely destroying the AI in this game, I had gotten the 7 assists that I needed, and after getting that XP, just had to wait till 6 PM for the 80 plus player pick to release. Now while waiting for this player pick, I completed the daily gold upgrade SPC as many times as I was allowed to, and then started opening these packs with the intention of getting low rated gold cards that I could use in upgrade SPCs, but also packing some really high rated items as well. It's 6 PM, so let's complete our daily login as well as this player pick SPC. Yes, that's given us the XP to get to level 20, and now we can take this 25 84 plus players pack. I then opened the player pick and got a really high rated item, which gave me an idea. And this idea was to simply craft the player pick as many times as I possibly could. Once I had done this, I had 20 player picks, and so I'd open these player picks, getting high rated card after high rated card, allowing me to complete a couple more of Mateus' squads before having to open our big pack. 25 84 plus players, this is a guaranteed footies? There's no way. Surely there's something at the back of this pack. Oh, we did actually get a footies card. Is there anything else? Yeah, 2 footies cards. Now these footies cards, along with the other high rated cards, allowed us to complete another 3 squads for Mateus. I then started to use coins and purchasing players that helped me to complete another 4 of Mateus' squads, but at this point we were bleeding coins, and at this rate I wouldn't be able to get the right back that I wanted, and so I devised a plan. So I'm going to complete this daily bronze upgrade SPC, and this is going to give me a bunch of bronze cards, and then I'm going to complete this daily silver upgrade SPC, and this is actually going to give me a team of the season card, but more importantly a bunch of silver cards as well. And then using these cards we can complete the daily gold upgrade, which is going to give us gold cards, and then we can use these gold cards to complete upgrade SPCs, and that should allow us to complete the final 3 squads for Mateus. And so this is exactly what I did for the next half an hour. I bought upgrade SPCs and then opened them, getting loads of high rated items, and even packing another 98 rated footies Dybala. And before I knew it, I was capable of completing the final 3 squads with just a little bit of assistance from coins, and in less than a day we completed Mateus' 99 rated item without using any 84 times 10s. I could then purchase the right back that I wanted to, and after adding these 2 beasts into our team was looking absolutely incredible. And so I entered into division rivals, and because I didn't have a lot of time left on this day, I was only capable of playing 2 games, but with the team that we now had, we easily won both of those games. So it's the final day, and we have to make it into Division 1 to complete this challenge. And with the team that we had no excuse to fail this challenge. Mateus, this guy is an absolute machine, and all the time that we spent grinding these upgrades was proving to be worth it. Haaland is unstoppable, and the purpose was to make it into Division 1, but I was having so much fun doing this. Dybala, I'm in love with this team, and because every player was chiming in, we won the first game that we played on this day, and winning one more would promote us to Division 2. This is the team standing in our way of making it into Division 2, but they wouldn't be standing for much longer, because in this game we absolutely bent them over and gave them the spanking of a lifetime, metaphorically obviously, but doing so allowed us to win this game and meant that we were 1 division away from completing our challenge. And 1 goal in the first game would be enough to win it. But in Division 2, there was a clear step up in the quality of opponents that we were facing. Because after scoring one goal in the next game, our opponent would be capable of scoring a goal back, and we would have to fight back extremely hard to win this game by one goal. Now because we had Mateus in our team, we were capable of completing Sane's objective, but after claiming him, I'd enter back into division rivals. And the first game back would go extremely well, and we'd end up winning by 6 goals to 2. This allowed us to make good progression, but if we could win the next game that we played, we would reach a checkpoint. And so therefore it was extremely important that we actually won this game. But with the way things started, I wasn't sure if we would. No, how has he got it through? We've just walked over the ball and he scores. And he's doing Dybala celebration to taunt me. He deserves what's coming for him. And I can't lie, he did deserve this. Dybala scores from outside of the box. But I forgot to do the celebration, so I had to do something special once again. Dybala has gone through this guy's entire team. Now we do the celebration as well. But then shortly after this, no. I defended poorly. And 2-2 at halftime. This was a tough game to play. But this play was truly a gem. Dybala, oh yes. Kovu scores, we in the lead. And being forced to play with the crap team gave me a high level of resilience. Dybala picks up the scraps. And because I was relentless and didn't give up, I scored a 5th goal in this game, which allowed me to win the game and reach that checkpoint as well. Other teams and opponents were getting a lot tougher, and so I wasn't sure how far I could make it. Haaland scores. But in this game, it seemed like we could at least make it one step further, because I would end up scoring 4 goals and winning this game as a result of that. At this point, winning my next game would give me the opportunity to make it into Division 1. And this is how that game went. Kovu into Haaland, we have a chance here. And we take the chance. But the opponents at this level were incredibly tough, and so we needed to make sure that we continued to take our chances. Haaland, good turn and a good finish as well. Dybala would then score our 3rd goal, which not only gave us the win, but also an opportunity of making it into Division 1. And we had to win this game, because throughout this entire video so far, we haven't lost a single game in division rivals. So this is going to be the final boss, potentially. And this opponent was proving to be exactly that, because throughout the entirety of the first half, I would not be capable of breaking them down. Unfortunately, we defended well against them, and this meant that going into the break, the score was 0-0. And it would only be in the 69th minute when we actually got a good opportunity. Haaland scores! We actually have the lead. But somehow, shortly after this, good save? No way, it falls to him. But shortly after that, I decided to try my new trick. Dybala over the top. Haaland. It's a cheap way of scoring, but we have the lead. And because it wasn't just about winning for me, I wanted to score a goal that deserved to be the winner. Mateus finds Dybala. Good skill. Yes! Yes! We have a 2-goal lead. This goal would cause our opponent to rage quit, and winning this game meant that in just under 2 weeks, we took a trash team and turned it into one of the best teams in the game. We also went from Division 10 all the way to Division 1, and this means that we completed our challenge. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy one of these ones, so go ahead and click on any of those videos to watch them.